Hello everybody, today we are going to look at an artist called Simon Laurie. He is a Scottish artist that creates still life work. So still life work is looking at different objects and creating art out of them. So he bases his paintings on Scottish life and society. And we can see that he's used different objects in his work that reflect his life, essentially. What I want you to do is go around your house, have a think about what objects could reflect your life, your society, and your culture. So maybe you want to pick some of your favourite foods, some of your favourite hobbies, okay? And I want you to gather them and place them in front of you, and I want you to reference them for the task. So I have decided to create my piece of artwork using 4 different objects. I'm going to choose objects that represent everyday life, my culture, and other parts of my life that I've explored. So the first objects that I am going to draw is an apple. I decided to choose an apple because I eat lots of apples. It's one of my favourite foods and I eat it every single day. So I'm going to draw this in a marker pen so you can see it. But what I want you to do is use a pencil, and if you've got an object at home, remember to keep it in front of you and reference that, okay? I'm just going to make this up. When drawing your work, I want you to keep the shapes very, very simple. As you can see from Simon Laurie's work, the shapes are very simple and flat. Secondly, I'm drawing a cup of tea, which represents British culture, very famous for their tea drinking. Okay, again, keeping the shapes very simple. Thirdly, I'm going to draw a fish. The reason why I've drawn a fish is possibly similar to Simon Laurie is because I live in a fishing town, so this represents the place where I grew up. So a lot of you might want to draw something that represents your home countries. If you're struggling to find things around the house, you can go online and search some images to base your work on. And finally, I'm going to draw a dalla pot, okay? I've chosen dalla pot because I'm a teacher in Qatar. Now I've got my items drawn, I am going to add some colour. So, because Simon Laurie's work isn't very detailed, I am going to do the same. So for some of the objects, I'm going to create a thicker outline, like we can see with the fish here. So I can create a outline of the fish and then colour this in black. I'm using marker pens today, but remember Simon Laurie was a painter, so if you wanted to use paints, you can do, or if you want to use pencil crayons, that's good as well. I'm going to colour my apple in green, so I'm just using one green colour for this, keeping it very similar to Simon Laurie's work. Okay, I'm going to keep my cup white, but I'm going to draw the tea liquid inside of it brown. And I'm going to finish by colouring in the dalla pot this colour. I am going to use some simplistic designs for this part of it. As you can see here, there is a very simple swirl design, but there's no other sort of detail used in the artwork. Okay, so now I finished my work. If you wanted, you can create a background like the artist has, some blocks of colour. I'm really excited to see what objects you guys decide to include in your work, okay? I want you to try and not copy anything that you can see here. However, if you're struggling, you can. See what you've got around the house that you can reference from. If not, go on Google and find some images. And I want at least 3 images drawn on some paper. And remember, take a photo of it, upload it to Dojo Portfolio, and I will be picking some of my favourite work to go on the school story.